Hi, I'm Chef Wesley Wright, and today Ingles Table is taking it to the street. I'm the owner, operator, and head chef of Taste and See Food Truck and Catering Company here in Asheville, North Carolina. Food trucks are way more than hot dogs and hoagies. These days, street food is some of the most cutting-edge cuisine you'll find anywhere. At Taste and See, we specialize in using local organic ingredients to make some amazing dishes. Today, thanks to Ingles, I'm going to cook with you. I'm going to show you how to bring some amazing food to your kitchen table. Let's get started. Today we're starting out at Ingles getting the ingredients to make my Sunburst Trout dish. For a full list from the ingredients today, see the shopping list below the video player. You can print that with you and take it to the store, or you can pull it up on your phone while you're there. Now, let's get cooking. All right, we just got back from Ingles. I'm going to cook the last recipe, another one of my personal favorites, Sunburst Trout. We're going to have a chorizo crab cake with that, and I can't wait for you guys to see it. All right, so now we're going to stir in our polenta into our boiling chicken stock to make our goat cheese polenta. I'm going to stir this on a good medium heat for 2 or 3 minutes, and then I'm going to cut it down to a low heat and let it simmer. Polenta is an excellent starch to use. You can do it a day beforehand, form it into patties and deep fry it, or you can do it like this and add cheese to it, and it makes an excellent starch. All right, now we're going to form our chorizo crab cake. And you want to cook this on a low, medium-low heat because you want the insides to get hot, but you don't want to sear the outside too much. We'll cut our pan on. It's okay to start this in a cold pan. Again, the reason being is you just want to heat up the crab cake while giving it a slight sear on the outside. So the point is to heat up the whole entire crab cake. All right, now while our crab cake is cooking, we're going to go ahead and start cooking the trout. The trout's going to be different. You only want to start that in a nice hot, medium-high heat pan. The reason being, you want to sear the flesh side first, and you want to get a nice color on the outside, flip it, and what we've done is I've scored the side of the skin side of the trout in order to keep the skin from bowing up, and it's going to make it nice and crispy as well. All right, so you just want to season your trout. And again, see that I've scored the skin. And once your pan is pretty hot, go ahead and put your trout in. All right, and in the back pan, I've got my goat cheese polenta. The polenta is still fully cooking. You're gonna want to cook that again for another probably good 20-30 minutes before you add the cheese and serve it. Then in this pan, we have our chorizo crab cake, and over here we have our Sunburst Trout. All right, so now we're gonna flip our trout. Get that skin nice and crispy on the other side. All right, so now we're gonna saute our Swiss chard. Now it's gonna be pretty loud when you do it at first, so just be ready. Sometimes you might experience a little spatter due to the heat of your pan. So you want to cook this for about 2-3 minutes total so it becomes nice and tender. We're going to season in layers here. The trout's going to stay nice and crispy right there. We're going to remove it from the heat in just a second so it's not overcooked. And our crab cake is ready. All right, now we're going to do basically what amounts to a partial braise. We're going to use the lemon vinaigrette that I have in the recipes. It's going to give it a nice flavor. Ingles has a pretty nice selection of gourmet cheeses, international cheeses. This is going to be a French goat cheese that I'm going to use for the goat cheese polenta. We're just going to stir that in right before we serve it. So this dish is with the lemon vinaigrette and with the goat cheese. It has a nice earthiness to it, has a nice freshness from the lemon and the cilantro and the crab cake. The fish from Sunburst Trout is extremely fresh. So all we're doing is just adding to the richness and wonderful flavors that are already there. All right, guys, everything's perfect. We're ready to plate. First thing, we're gonna do the goat cheese polenta. It's important when you're plating the Swiss chard to make sure you drain it very well. And here's our chorizo crab cake. And then our Sunburst Trout. Now we're just gonna hit that with the lemon vinaigrette. We're out of time for today, but I want to thank you so much for joining us here at the Ingles table. Remember, you can find this recipe, videos, photos, and more on the website at inglestavle.com. Until next time, I'll see you online.